Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fournette running out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A shotgun give to Fournette. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Brady now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You. Bang, 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 bang.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 36 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. Running right through him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On first down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 6.
So we got man. Check 45, somebody. Check 45.
Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Rush in. Check.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check. Watch 54. Guys, stay in situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. To throw is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's a tight end Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
45, 45. Mike.
Now Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Crosby is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.